Oh, I think I done goofed. Okay. Well, no, because if I do that, then y'all won't see what I'm doing. I can't just swap that way. Shit. Ah, there we go. It was the left button, y'all. It was the left button. Okay. 439, this one looks like the one before I attacked everybody. So let's do that. 431 BCE saw the beginnings of the Penelopesian War between the Delian and the Penelopesian Leagues. I see you. Your eagle can tag enemies in hover mode L2. Aim at them. You will then detect their presence even when you aren't in hover mode, I'm guessing. Okay, now we just need to get back to her, and yeah. That was very amusing. I genuinely did not think I was going to be able to blast through that entire team that quickly. Oh, don't get me wrong, guys. I love the high that comes from, you know, something like Dark Souls, The Evil Within, a good... I like a challenge that you overcome and then you get that woo feeling. Here's the problem. Most of the challenges that piss me off don't give you that woo feeling because... I don't like things that can kill me in one hit and yet I have to whittle them away hard and long. Giggity. But either way,
The leader of
I'm
Megaris
sorry I
is after
lost my
Odessa's
temper.
estate, and he's tried arranging a marriage for her to take control of it after her father dies. But these letters also claim one of her suitors was killed, and nobody's sure how, though she's been known to hire other mercenaries. It's difficult to tell if Odessa is in the wrong or not.
You've returned. I hope with good news.
I'm not sure if it's good or not yet. There were two pieces of proof I found that are after you.
Perfect. What were the reasons?
One was due to your family's wealth. The other had to do with an arranged marriage.
That's plenty of proof showing I'm the victim here.
A man you were meant to marry was killed suddenly.
He was probably killed by the same people who want to kill me.
You've hired other mercenaries.
Oh, just for odd jobs here and there. There's always something to be done that could use one.
After everything I found, I know what's going on.
And what's that?
You don't deserve any of this. You're only trying to live your life.
Of course I am. I've done nothing wrong. I just want to have a healthy father and to start my journey.
You can start that after we have a little fun.
I do enjoy your attempts. Tell me, what is it that's meant to make me swoon this time?
Oh, I'm not... Okay, that's a secret. Undress me first and find out. I don't think that far ahead. I'm sorry, I'm gonna reread that last one. I didn't think that far ahead. But...
If you undress me, I think you'll find out.
I can do that.
I think at this point, any of the three would be an out the ball. Oh, I like her sword. I guess I'm terrible for not noticing the lesbians here, but nah, check it out, that sword. That's fucking neat looking.
That
no
was enough to
guard
make me
though.
swoon.
Told you.
So that's it then. I guess there's nothing else to do.
It doesn't have to be goodbye. Why not join my crew?
Well, you were always on my side. Plus, getting away from here would be nice.
Great. What about your father?
He's been feeling a lot better, thanks to you.
You aren't worried someone will come after him?
I'll be sure to share the information you found with a few people. They won't touch him so long as we have it.
Then I'm happy to have you aboard.
Okay, it's probably a good thing I didn't kill the leader then, because that would have meant we needed new information. Yay! I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind kissing. I don't know. I haven't been in that sort of way in quite some time, and the times that I did have it, it was more of a mechanism, a means to an end. Then again, I don't know if that's really the way to say it either, because I was a horny kid when I was younger, and just as a child, I was always taught that was something you do when you loved someone. I think we're ready to go onward to Phokis. Maybe. But as I said, it's just one of those, I think it's cute. And I love love. I love seeing love. But I don't know. She did say, sorry, now I'm listening to the Surf Times do the Ethan Klein content nuke thing, and it's over the drama between denims, and it's like, yeah, but and he just said it there. Ethan goes, oh, well, she should at least come out and say that calling CPS on people is wrong when it's over drama. For the record, chat, I agree. If you see something, say something, period. But don't be like that person that calls CPS because you're upset with the parent. That's some terrible, terrible shit, and if there aren't repercussions for such actions, there really should be. But, like, you see something, say something, because the kid can't say something on their own. I kind of want it, but it's such a heavy weapon, and it sucks so much, and oh, but it's so pretty. Oh, but it's so pretty. Guys, I would, but it is such a slow weapon. It would take so much prep time to get good with. But no, guys, just real talk here. It's one of those, I know I have my moments of saying the C word, and I have my shooting corpses with an arrow in the video game. Let's not get morbid about it. I know I have edgy boyness. I get it. I don't want to be an edgy boy, but I am a millennial. I do my cringe thing. That being said, I still have decorum, you know? It's like, hey guys, I'm getting off the chat for a bit to go and take care of cleaning up my house. I'm not gonna, hey y'all should have seen this fat ass turd floating around here and there, and now it's like, dude, Ethan, you gotta have some degree of decorum with people. Yeah, there's reality, there's real talk. I'm as real with you guys as I can be. But at the same time, there's also like, take care of your private business too. And in the case of, well, who called CPS? Dude, if I got on here and I had kids and I was like, hey, my kid, I don't know, it was Giardia for his kid, but my kid's got dysentery. I don't know how he developed the dysentery, and I'm just worried. It's like I shouldn't leave all these liquor bottles laying around half open with liquor in them. Why, my, oh my, why are people calling the police on me? You admitted online in a chat of over 3,000 people that your kid had Giardia. And then when someone was like, dude, that's sick, what happened? That's like a bad one. Yeah, you'd have to literally eat human shit to get it. So she's like crawling around on the floor and eating dog shit, and I guess just eating her little brother's poop because he's got it, and he's got like, okay, way too much detail onto this, and details of my kid's shit, genuinely, I don't I don't want to know that much about the kid's poop. That being said as well, though, one of your fans might have called. Because Ethan, here's the thing. If I got babies, like human babies, I might have to rethink where my cats live. Not because, oh no, my cats are going to pose a threat, but because, oh no, my dumb little human child might eat cat shit. Because their cat shit is in just an open box. Well, saying an open box makes it sound like I got a fucking Amazon box in there. No, it's a cat litter box, but it's like, you guys get me, right? You know how litter boxes be. A baby or an idiot could easily open up the front... Assassinate? Why? Stop being a murder hobo, get back to track. But... either way, what I was saying was this. If I had a kid, I wouldn't have them have access to the litter boxes. If I had a kid, I would at least wipe down and scrub my house twice a day. Once sometime in the morning time after breakfast is prepared and the kid heads to school, assuming I'm still there, and not head off to work. And then once at the end of day before I pass the fuck out for the day. Once everyone's basically settled in. I'm saying, oh, hoity-toity, look at me, I'd be the best parent on it. I'm not a parent. I chose not to be a parent for this very reason. But beyond that, and I'm not judging any of the parents. Having kids is, I'd imagine, an incredible burden and difficulty and reward. But it's still just, you know, we all get it. Hell, I've had plenty of people back when my piece of shit uncle was trying to get fucking me in trouble for anything they could, housing violation, everything else. I've had cops look at that and go, well, I mean, it's not good. You shouldn't do that. That's an unhealthy way to live. That being said, however, here's how you correct that problem, and we work together, me and the, in this case, animal control people, the animal, not animal rights,
So,
that's not the right one.
Did you kill your father?
Step, father.
I suppose the gods won't judge you too harshly for a step patricide.
Nikolaos raised me, trained me. He was my father. Even if he did try to kill me.
Is that better or worse? No matter. Yours isn't the only complicated family in the world.
Thanks. I'm glad to have you around, Varnavas.
I'm happy to be here. Would anything else help?
Finding my mother. She's alive, Varnavas. At least, Nikolaos thought so.
Some good news, praise Ira. What's your plan? What course should I set, Captain?
For now, we go to Phokis.
Phokis, I had it right.
Me there. He owes me money and an explanation.
Aye, Cassandra. And let's seek the wisdom of the Pythia while we're there. If anyone has answers for you, it's the Oracle of Delphi.
Fuck your oracle.
The Oracle's predictions destroyed my family.
The Pythia has the wisdom of Apollo himself. Now, I'll admit, if people choose to ignore her, they might court disaster.
If we'd ignored the Pythia, my brother would still be alive, and our mother would be safe at home.
But, one sec.
Back to business.
Give you some lore on me.
You know
here
where
in
to
just a
meet
minute.
Elpinor, I suppose?
His home is in Pilgrim's Landing, but... Nikolaos'
Well,
last
legally
words
as much
to me
lore as
were
I'm allowed to
warning
drop,
of snakes
considering
in
we're
grass.
still fighting for the
Sounds
house
like
and
you should
court.
make extra preparations.
Elpinor is the one who should prepare.
Meet me at Apollo's temple in Delphi when you're done dealing with the snakes. Oh, and Cassandra, in all the excitement, I nearly forgot. Terrible things have happened to your home.
That old house? It was barely standing to begin with.
I meant Kefalonia. A sickness has spread across the island. They say it started in Kausos.
Ah,
There doesn't
shit.
seem to be a cure. Many have died.
Malaka, it was right.
Just say the word. We can return to Kefalonia whenever you wish.
Thanks, Varnavas. I'll keep that in mind. Let's go. Spinor has a lot of explaining to do.
Helix credits. 200 Helix credits have been credited to your account. You can spend them by pressing right on the directional pad in the menu to reach the store and acquire unique rewards. Well, that's pretty fucking cool. Haha, don't y'all wish you was me? If you play this game, you too can get those Helix credits. I don't know why I got them. And for a hot second, it looked like Cassandra was about to T-pose. And I was about to say, wow, that dates this game.
There's some debris in the water.
Now, my other... Ooh, I love that. Okay, guys, I love that option. Because you couldn't do that in Rogue, Black Flag, or... I forgot the other ones. But none of the naval ones, you always had to get like right up on it. And in Black Flag, you had to practically run it over to collect it. And I get that. I get that from a working on the deck sort of thing, because you're not gonna... Like, for example, if you wanted to reach the shore with something, anyone you know could throw that far. You could use a bow if you had one. Now for that lore promise. Here's the thing, I had at the time 4 cats, at the time 6 cats and 2 dogs. Now in my state, you're not allowed to have that many on an acre of land. And several things have happened, but like predatorily calling animal control to try to get my animals taken away. In which case, animal control came out, and here's a hot tip to you fucking messy bitches trying to do this shit to go after your family. One, animal control, unless they're like doing something terrible.
Your father was a man of the sea, what?
No, he was a potter. But he was a man who always saw light in the darkest of places.
Then you take after your father.
We all do, whether we like it or not.
Well, I'm scouting out ships, and it looks like a lot of Spartan ships I'm going to get to sink today. But it was one of those, they called animal control against my animals several times. He would do shit like breaking shit and then calling the house and people out against me, taking locks off of things, just all sorts of terrible shit he would do. But outside of that, he was always trying to take my house from me. Now, as terrible as he was acting, as terrible as all that was, I couldn't blame him if I was getting on it and being like, oh my god, y'all, my cats just had more kittens. I have 100 cats here now. Wow, isn't that amazing? No, dude, that's not amazing. That's a concern. You gotta have enough cats. Oh, you're about to do this then, huh? But you gotta take care of your animals. You can't take care of them and not help them.
Get ready to fire!
And basically, when it comes to animal control, we talked, they set up a report and a plan, I helped with their plan, and after about a month, they cut me loose. I mean, basically, it was just check in, make sure that I took care of my animals, they had a chance to check in on the animals frequently, and yeah. Also, in the event, at least here in Georgia, that I couldn't, like, I hope I covered that accurately, I don't know if I did or not. But say the event came up where I did have, say, 40 cats, and oh god, I can't find anyone to adopt these out, and I don't want my cats to die, or what they would do, more or less, would be to take my cats and put them in the adoption program. I would have to pay them back over time for whatever services were rendered for this process. But the end goal was not to take people's animals away, it was to keep people with their animals, but teach them how to take care of them. Because at least where my animal control is concerned here in Georgia, again, their main goal isn't to take your animal away, it's to make sure you can take care of it, and they always try to assume ignorance, not malice. Meaning, they assume you're not trying to hurt your animal, that you're doing your best, you just might not know everything. And let's be clear, people, nobody knows everything. I was hurting my animals, unknowns to me, because I was not changing their litter boxes enough. Their feeding schedule was good and their water was well taken care of, but they were not getting enough time outside. And yes, the cats do not require time outside, but it's nice. And dogs do require time outside. I mean, there was a whole little checklist of things. I learned a lot. I did better. I was walking the dogs, but they need more than one walk a day sort of thing, you know? And I could honestly honor my cousin and uncle if they had done this in the hopes of making me a better person. But let's be clear, chat, they didn't even talk to me about this shit. It was just one day getting off work, animal control sitting there waiting for me. And Evan's giggling like a fucking teen, saying that he's about to watch my animals get taken away and put down. I mean, and I know some of y'all got good families. Some of y'all probably got families worse than mine. And not all my family is bad, because most of the good ones are dead, or they're distant. Like my Aunt Val, for example. She's not, by no means is she a bad person. She's a Bible-thumping Christian sometimes. But she probably finds me to be a crazy, lazy piece of shit. So it's one of those equals out. We're distant. We don't dislike each other. If the day came that she needed help, and she could give me a ride out to where she was at, I'd be happy to help her with whatever she needed help with. That's it. You're distant. We don't got a problem. Granny's still alive. A very good woman to my knowledge, It's Adam, a younger brother. No problems with him really. Don't really know him. Distant, but not problematic. Evan, my only problem is he chose a method over me after I gave years of my life to try to help him. And now I'm not saying, oh, he owes me that. No, not by any stretch. He owes me like rent money. He owes me like time. But outside of that kind of shit, and I don't really demand that shit, it don't matter. Oh, you about to fight me? You gonna fight? I don't mind.
Let's see what they make on fire! Brace yourself, forever! Ready! Here! Hang on to something! Archers! We need you!
Nothing to worry about.
Now, boarding the ship completely is, right?
We are pulling up to that
But yeah,
south.
just detour on that one. It's Ethan, if you don't want people called, don't share fucking shit like that online. It's personal shit. It's like, okay, give you another example. Here's one of something that I didn't know about a person, and when I learned it, it disgusted the shit out of me. One of my co-workers really did believe you did not have to wash your hands unless you were at work, and that's because the Food and Drug Administration demands it. That absolutely disgusted me. I didn't want to know that about them at all. But that's just, you know, people got personal. If you can't deal with people's personal shit, don't ask. And ideally, like, with me, I try to keep it light, I try to keep it friendly. Yeah, I'm an asshole. Sorry about that. I try to not be like a blatant one. Where I mess up, it's typically an accident mess up, you know? It's not like I'm going out of my way to trigger the lids. Because I find that to be insufferable and stupid. And for the record, I'm using insufferable in the proper term of using it. Suffering things is natural in life. I must suffer the rain. I must suffer the cold. I must suffer things. Certain things are insufferable. I cannot stand someone who's just, I'm just doing this to piss you off. But why? It's wasting your time. Yours and mine, for that record.
There's salvage nearby.
No, like I said, the world is not a good place, and I don't know how to make it better anymore. It's just, I want it to get better. Let's be clear, guys. I'm not trying to blackpill us here. It's not hopeless. It's truly not. Let's be clear about that. There's, in China, and I don't believe it's propaganda, they've got a system now that dentists can use to regrow the enamel on our teeth. Do you realize if this technology gets out and gets worldwide, dentists would be able to take it easy. I mean, let's be clear, it wouldn't be like dentists would still be needed, but they could take it a lot easier than they currently do. And we could actually, fix people's teeth in ways that up until now has been pure. I got turned around. Up until now has been purely fantasy. I mean, yeah, America's decided to go backwards in time with fossil fuels and such, and eventually we're probably going to try to do whale oil next. But at the same time, we're moving forward slowly, and the rest of the world's moving forward a lot faster for no other reason than they don't want to be us. I don't blame them. I don't want to be here either. But I'm also happy that so far, it seems, we haven't fallen into that old-time strategy of war. I mean, yeah, we're at each other's throats, and the country feels like a powder keg at the moment. Oh, boo. Okay, Pilgrim's Landing is where I'm trying to go. I got turned around here, so I need to... Honestly? Screw it, let's see what we got around here. Go ahead and dock in this harbor, and I'll save right here.
Looks like a storm, Commander!
And then we'll swap to something else for a little bit. Because we've got a full set armor and we've completed a couple quests now.
Let's go!
Wait, granted, y'all got a little bit of my deep lore. It's been a pretty good stream, I'd say. I can't wait to actually stream with y'all like live and get to answer questions in chat and do the whole, what's up, guys? Honestly, I wish I had jumped on this bandwagon a long time ago, but for years, and I do mean years, I just, short of my phone, and I didn't trust myself very much to create good content, and I'm slowly growing myself up now. But, I thank y'all. I really do, I thank y'all. I wouldn't be able to do this without viewers like y'all. Thank you. And yeah, I bitch sometimes and I complain about stuff, but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be doing anything else. I mean, heck, I have not made a penny off of YouTube, and to my knowledge it's going to stay that way, at least until I make content that's worth paying me for. But you ain't going to see the, hey, try out the new Candy Crush on my channel if I can help it, ever. I think I just stored things I need. But I appreciate you being here. I thank you. And I hope it has been entertaining to watch thus far today. We will record more. And we're about to probably swap over to something else for a little bit. but we will be recording more throughout the day. Possibly more of this later on this evening. And just be good to each other out there. Remember, endure and survive. Build your community. We're in this together. And we'll see you next time.